Hammer time.
Well, good morning, Vancouver. Look at that shot right there. This guy's all fired up. Thor's hammers, it's upon us.
Yeah.
Ballback Friday. Let's talk about George Clooney.
Don't get too excited, okay? Bit of a misfire this week, I'm afraid, and it's a rare one. So George Clooney directs Suburbicon, and this is set in 1959. It stars Matt Damon. It's a tale of deceit, betrayal, and murder.
These animals killed Mom.
This is a safe place. It was.
Nothing like this ever happened here.
You develop a nose for hanky-panky.
Take care of the kid.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Hi, pal. This town is falling apart.
Oh, this makes it look so good, but it's not.
George Clooney not starring in this, just directing this film.
Yeah, and it's got a long storied history that goes back to 1986. According to producer Joel Silver, this was a Coen Brothers script originally that they developed way back in the late 80s. And in 2005, it resurfaced where Clooney was going to star and direct in it. But now they want to release it because it's a thinly veiled social commentary on what's going on in the States with the tension with race relations and the different social classes and things like that. And flash forward to 2017, you've got Matt Damon, Julianne Moore, Oscar Isaac starring with Clooney behind the camera. It doesn't work, though.
What are the bright spots of this film? Because the early reviews are underwhelming.
Well, the acting is excellent. Damon, once again, is formidable, although his character never quite takes off. Julianne Moore, very effective. Oscar Isaac, sensational as always, although he doesn't have much to work with because he's only in a few scenes. And Clooney's a competent director. I like where he puts the camera, and it's got some meticulous production design because it's set in 1959. They really nailed the look of the film, and you can see that in the aesthetic. And the wardrobe, the fashions were all captured really well. And even things like the old Flashmatic remote controls they would use on the television screens, that stuff is all there. And it looks awesome on paper. It's just not well executed. It feels like a hodgepodge of different elements that are all competing. So at times it feels like three different movies. He tries to do social commentary, tries to tackle racism, and then there's also this murder mystery plot, and it's all a hodgepodge of elements that don't cohesively work. So it meanders around, and the editing is the most jarring thing about this film. It just feels very choppy, and to me it seemed like there was so much left on the cutting room floor. This would have been maybe a good movie, say 10, 15 years ago when it was in its early stages of development, but I feel like this one should have stayed shelved.
I think in my 9 years working with you, this is the first time you've ever used the words hodgepodge to describe a film. Dare I ask, how many hammers?
Oh, I love Clooney and Damon and Julianne Moore, but this does not work. 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. So binge watch Stranger Things 2 is what you're saying.
I think so. Or go see Blade Runner again.
Oh, you got options.